Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this. I worked all week, last week, to come up with an affordable wax injection system that works really well. I couldn't do anything else. That's all you didn't even hardly see me on Facebook because this is all I could think of. So what I'm going to do first here is inject a couple waxes. Now this is using my AccuPore. The molds fit in here very well. You can do either the rectangle or you can do the round ones that I make. Really simple. You want to take that out. That's your meat thermometer. And you want to have a glove on. And the glove holds this down. And actually the first thing we want to do is pull that out. Make sure this hole here is open. And then put that back down in there. Okay, so now you want to hold that down. You want to pull up on the plunger, just using one finger. It's not that hard. Pull that out. Let the stuff off the sides drain. Take it, set it on the hole. Usually I cover it, but I want you to see. So push that down. When it stops going down, it means it's full. Drop it back in there. This keeps it warm. Okay, that one is filled up. I knew not everybody's going to want to buy my AccuPore, so this is 1/2 of a 3-inch sandcasting flask that's never been cut. And so now it's just kind of a cheap piece of cut pipe. This is my mold holding device that goes in the toaster oven. You can make your molds and then you can use this again for wax injection. I set it on top of there like that. This is nice and warm. You could add a little more wax in there if we want. Pull that up. Let it drain. Set that on there. Now this time I'm going to cover the whole thing because if you don't and you slip or something, your wax is going to go all over your shop. You can kind of tell when it's filled up. Now what I did, this here is a meat flavor injector. I had to make tips for it. Now I will supply the injector, but I'm not going to charge you over and above what I pay for it because I'm paying retail. But I am going to charge you a little bit for creating the tips. That's it. Same goes for the crock pot. You're going to supply your own. $10. It's got 2 settings, low and high. So, let's take that out of there for a minute. You can see the wax really injects out of there. So we'll set that down. So you get this. I buy my wax from Rio Grande. You can get it from Stuller, Auto Fry, wherever you like to shop. So you get your injection wax, and you fill it in here about probably 3/4 of the way. You turn that to high. You have a lid. That sits down on there. It's going to take you about an hour and a half. It's a slow cooker. That's what you want. I tried this with a hot plate. I had this piece sat on top of the hot plate. It caught on fire, and that was on medium. Hot plates are dangerous. This seems to be quite safe. So you put it on high, about an hour and a half goes by, and it's molten. Take the top off. Now at this point, this here drops down in. Hello, kitty cat. Sorry. That drops down in, and you want it to start to heat up. And so what that is, this is a piece of aluminum tube. I had these cut. I tumbled them. They're nice and smooth. I have this outer section, and then the bottom is, it's a container, and the bottom is chopped off, so the wax flows on both sides. This, I drill it and tap it. I use stainless steel bolts. Everything works exactly like it's supposed to. So then you're going to want to buy a thermometer. I like this one. It's for grilling. It's got this rubber protective thing on there, and it fits through a hole that I put in there, and it goes in just like that. Now you can buy other ones. I bought this one. It was in the hot plate. It went up too high and it broke. So that's no good anymore. You can use a digital one, but it doesn't balance very well, and I find you got to hold it in there. That's kind of a pain. Okay, so let's see. Like I said before, I just make up these tips, and they work perfectly. They fit. They create a nice seal between the mold and this, and that's really important. So the next thing, the AccuPore has to have this longer bolt. So if you already have an AccuPore, you're gonna have to get a longer bolt, or get one from me. And then I put this little magnet down in there, and it raises the mold up a little bit. Okay, so at this point, now these were fairly easy waxes, but I'm doing a video, you know, so that came out good. This one here, you just release these. I like to take, if this is clean, I put it back in there. That wax came out great. Now again, these were simple molds to inject, but you could do harder ones too. That's my horse. That's a tough one. My bunny ring has always been a tough one. You've got the mouse ring. That's always a tough one. Even with my normal wax injector, sometimes I got to do it more than once. You can do the rectangle molds. It doesn't matter. But what else do we have here? Temperature between 155 and 185. Right now it's sitting, if this is on low, so after it's heated up for an hour and a half, you turn it to low, you can leave it there. And it keeps it at about 170. You can't beat that. That's a great temperature. Especially you paid $10 for the crock pot. So I think that's it. Glove, I think you could use a garden glove or a construction glove. I don't think you have to use a high temperature glove. Sometimes I'll use 2 gloves. If you put your fingers in there, that gets really hot. I don't know, maybe that's about it. I'll come up with a little rod here so that you can put it in there and clear out that hole. And I think that's about it. All right. Thank you.